Good morning, friends of the internet, and welcome back to the Descendant Saga. The Descendant Saga, I have to tell you, doing the obligatory YouTube post thing. If you don't want to listen to me ranting, skip the next 30 seconds or so. The Descendant Saga is a series of science fiction books written by me that was published during COVID, and then the publisher shut down during COVID, and now a company called Nerdsmith Consolidated and I are teaming together to make our own publishing company. You have to check out the link down in the description. Nerdsmith Consolidated makes 3D printed stuff. In this case, I'm testing out a fancy new Helldivers 2 automaton-themed coaster because gotta stay hydrated. I live in a hot, nasty desert, and I do lots of things besides writing, and, I'm just simple reminder, stay hydrated. Now, when I'm not writing, I am a fan of the PC gaming industry. I have a computer I built myself, and I like playing games. And for a long time, I played a lot of science fiction games, but lately I've been getting into some more slow, sweaty, tactical first-person shooters. And not just because I enjoy the games, I have some experience in the field. I have done USPSA style competition shoots, both pistol, rifle, pistol caliber carbine, etc. So, through other training classes I've taken, those competitions, friends and family being in law enforcement and or military. I don't make my living behind a trigger, but I know a couple of things, and I enjoy exercising that knowledge in these games. So, like, comment, subscribe, follow for more, check out my book, it's cool, there's going to be more books coming, check out Nerdsmith Consolidated, they make cool things because we're all nerds on the internet, and it's great. Don't mind the cat ears, we're here to get tactical. I played through the DLC. This is Ready or Not here, and I've played through the DLC earlier, and I had a great time, even though I was playing solo. I've never played this game solo before. It's always been me and the boys rolling up the bad guys. But the AI didn't do terrible, so I'm going to try again. I'm starting a new campaign in this game that I've never played single player before. So we're going to see what happens. This is a new experience for me, and we're going to find out together.
Welcome back, officer. It's been a while since your last qualification. Let's not waste each other's time. The key to excellence is perfecting the basics. So, let's see what you've got.
I mean, they're not wrong there.
So we can start. Move over to the indoor range. I want to see what you can do cold.
Oh, man. This has got those Modern Warfare vibes. I'm waiting for the switching to your secondary is always faster than reloading.
Load and make ready. The command to fire to the shooter on you. Engage the target on command. Threat.
5 times, okay.
Enough point shooting. Shoulder that rifle for a good sight picture before firing. Remember to switch between semi and full auto based on the situation. Just watch that recoil. We don't just spray and pray.
Now it said it in the caption, but he never actually said threat. When do we go? I'm just gonna send it. There's a little bit of a mishap there. I'm switching between fire modes.
Next up, transition to your sidearm. Engage the targets as they present. Remember, switching to your sidearm can be faster than reloading.
Ah! He said the thing! Alright, but he still didn't say the threat, so I'm just gonna send him.
You're shooting well, but let's focus on some surgical shots. Slow your breathing, get a perfect sight picture, and trigger press. Try again.
Okay, back to primary. Boop. Boop. You know, for all the stuff I've had carried in the competition, used...
Let's work on an alternative shooting position for close quarters. Move to a canted weapon stance for close engagements. Now toggle your weapon attachment. Use the laser for better shot placement.
Ooh.
The LSPD Armory has a bunch of approved attachments to outfit your weapons. More on that later. Right now, let's see if you're warmed up enough to pass one of our drills. Hit all the targets under
What is the guy's thumb doing? Look at his thumb on the support hand there. It's like bent this way, like that's way like what happened to the C-clamp? Oh, I'm empty. I was wondering how long we would go before the magazine would go dry. I don't know if we have more magazines in our kit, since we just picked up the one off the table. Good enough, he says.
Now it's time for some deployment practice. Grab a few flashbangs from the table. Go ahead and throw them through the...
Where did this wall come from?
If you need more, they're in the case to your left.
Alright. We just did a rifle animation on a pistol. Magazines are good. Pressing 3 to equip flashbangs. And yeet. Nope, too high. Borderline. Try that again. Still too high. How do you... See, this is why we normally just shoot things. Alright, so, as you can tell, I was a soccer player. I can't throw. I could do it with my feet, like, let me kick it in there like a hacky sack. I'll be alright, but... But I'm not good at throwing. My bad.
These devices are a less lethal means of disabling potential suspects. Make sure you treat them with respect. Now, are you ready to meet your element, or are you gonna stay here and do more shooting?
Less than lethal. You're still blind and deaf. Like, possibly forever. We can't leave?
Alright then. Head through the door and head over to the shoot house.
Okay.
Alright. Now you can peek or open doors. Beware of threats.
Now, this is part of what I was excited to be able to explain, but never really had the opportunity to explain when we were playing earlier through the DLC missions, just because everything was moving, what we'll call dynamic. Now, since we're in a training situation, I can better articulate what's going on in the head, why you're doing certain things. And as they said, peeking the door. Now we have the door open, but just this little crack, right? And we can see into the room. And we can kind of work our way all the way around, moving our body to view as much of the room as possible through that crack. Now we kind of know, like, there's nothing crazy going on over there, so we're going to swing all the way and finish what we call cutting the pie. If you think of, like, a house floor plan, a top-down, two-dimensional view of this room. And the area you can see, or in this case, our player character can see, is a cone. That is a slice of the pie. You're cutting it because you can see this slice. So you take out that slice because you've seen it, you can verify it's clear. And now you can move to the next unknown area. And cut that slice.
Locked. Someone's idea of a joke. Go ahead and breach the door. As you know, you're a SWAT element leader. While your team is prepping, let's go over some commands you'll be issuing.
Oh, now they're going to teach us how to use the AI. Maybe I would have had a better time
Alright, now your team is prepped and loaded. Issue a command to have them fall in.
playing the DLC with the AI if I'd actually known how to use the command structure. So now they're going to tell
My
us.
six, right with you.
Now order them to stack up on the door.
All teams. Split and provide cover on this door.
Affirmative.
I don't want to stand in front of the door.
There are multiple ways to breach a door. For this one, order your team to open and clear it.
Open the door, clear it.
On it.
So now the NPCs are going to do what we were just talking about.
Shoot, officer, please.
Saw how one guy came in this way, clearing this part of the room, while at the same time the other guy came in this way, clearing that part of the room. So you're simultaneously
Turn around slowly.
covering
You're gonna be okay.
as much of the room as possible, identifying
Please, I need to
any
get out of here.
work
Good job.
that needs done in that room.
Everyone's safe.
And if you find the work, you do the work.
Until we can sort out suspects from civilians. Now move through the next door.
Tell the guys to fall in again. Oh, it's not gonna let me order them. All right.
When possible, scouting the room before breaching can give you the upper hand by showing you where the threats are. The Opti-Wand is a camera you can slide under the bottom of the door and get a clear view of the next room.
So, when I'm playing with the boys, I usually carry this piece of kit. So at least this time, I know what I'm doing.
Jesus Christ, I don't want to die.
Opti-Wand, as he called it. It's a fiber optic camera that you can peek under the door and say, oh, look, there's a bad guy on the other side of the door.
You can better prepare for how you're going to breach that door.
So,
Remember,
now,
the goal is to apprehend the suspect.
shut up.
We are a life-saving organization after all.
So now we know, bad guy in the room, like, weapon drawn, he's ready to go, directly across, like, in front of the door. And there's nothing, there's a wall here on the left, but the room goes to the right. It's deeper that way. There's, I guess that used to be a couch. There's some sort of obstruction. So they said less than lethal. So he told us to open,
flash.
clear with flashbangs.
What if they come back?
And because we're playing as a SWAT team, you know, we are officers. So we have to yell at criminals to do things.
Drop it! Get down now!
Got nothing here. Chem light out.
Between the shock and power of the flashbang, which was a good throw, landed right next to the guy.
Don't you fucking move.
He's going to be very flashed and very banged. And that's why, you know, he was a little more compliant.
Always look to detain suspects where you can. But remember, sometimes they give you no choice. For this next room, I'm going to have you take the lead and do as you will. When you're ready, head for the door.
And the chem light, as they call it, it feels a little silly, but, you know, when you've got multiple moving elements like this, and it's not just one guy on a flat range that already knows the course of fire, you need things like that to tell people, like, you know, other people on the team, you know, somebody's been here, something's happened, the room's been cleared, whatever. They've moved through this area before, at least. Alright. I said to take it at our own pace. So now we know. Room goes to the left. There's another doorway over there.
No.
Waiting on you.
So we're going to
Split and cover.
That's affirmative.
stack the team up and move in,
Doors unlocked.
but without using flashbangs, because it doesn't appear that there are any threats immediately behind the door, but that there is more area of movement beyond that.
Open and clear.
And so if we throw a flash, it's going to draw their attention without necessarily doing the job that Flash is supposed to do.
Touch me, okay? Police, stay where you are.
Light stick out.
Nothing.
Hey, we're over here. Help!
Alright. Bad guy. Tech 9. Big surprise. Classic 90s bad guy. Alright. So I didn't have to do any work,
We've got this under
so to
control.
speak. The NPCs did it.
Are those handcuffs?
Nice work. Remember to drop a Kim light when you clear.
Please, I can't feel my
That way,
hands.
everybody knows the room is clear.
Yeah, they already did the chem light. I guess I have to do it too.
That's it. Next up, you're looking at multiple entrances. In cases like these, it might be good to split up your team and work multiple angles.
Red team.
Order blue element to stack up on door number 1, right.
Officer, these cuffs are too tight.
Element. Split the stack and provide cover.
Moving into place.
Now order red element to stack up on door number 2, left.
Gold
Doors
team.
unlocked.
Blue team.
Yeah, officer, these cuffs are kind of tight.
Shut up, we're doing stuff. This whole splitting
Split the
the
stack on this
team
door. Ready?
was not a part
Now, you're separated
of
from
the
team.
command interface I
Remember
was
when
aware
that
of.
happens, it's advised to turn on their head cams, so you see what they see.
They're leaving us here.
You're not going to be able to see this because it's behind where I'm at. But it's pulled up a little screen, mini screen HUD display up in the upper right corner of the screen from the helmet camera perspective of the other team members. So even though I am now here with the guys looking at the red door, that camera is from the point of view of one of those guys over there looking at the blue door. And then there's those guys,
Ready?
so we can go
Order
back.
the blue team to open and bang. Then order the red team to follow up.
Go home, please.
Blue. Post up and
I
cover.
don't know why we had to press shift.
Red.
Please, I can't feel my hands.
Alright, so this is a little
Stack up.
more involved. But that's how it works. To
Blue team.
I can't feel my
Go,
hands.
go, go.
be the SWAT commander, as they say. Because we have the whole team here to work with.
Opening on the right.
Chem light out.
I'm unarmed. Please, help.
Good, here.
Down on your knees. Stay here. Stay calm.
I personally
Hey, man, get off of me.
would rather run this solo,
Turn around slowly.
but you know, it's because I'm one guy. I'm used to working alone, you know, when I'm running
Can't move like this. What if they come back?
competitions, stages.
Good job. Now that you secured the area, find and report any.
Look, I already found
Congratulations.
the evidence.
You have passed the basic training. Naturally, you'll learn more advanced features and techniques along the way.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for now, the streets of Los Sueños need you.
I wish you were here right now, Mom.
Just let me play the game. I want.
You're welcome
Go
to
through.
stay on the range as long as you'd like. When you're ready to move on, head for the Bearcat. That'll take you to the station.
All right, I apologize if that was not as entertaining as it should be. I've drank all my beverage, but I didn't know what I was getting into. I said this is a blind single-player playthrough because some of these missions maps I have played with my boys, and we just wreck stuff. But I haven't done it single player, and so this AI system is going to be something to work with, work around. So bear with me. But I'm hoping through this series, not only do I get to have fun, I can show and explain in a virtual setting some of the stuff that we do when operating and moving with a firearm in a contained environment. I still have, as you can see, my Loudener, my short-barreled .308 shoulder-mounted cannon that I was using previously. We're gonna have a little less cheese here and go with a normal firearm, shall we? That way, we'll have, magazine compatibility with the rest of the team, and 5.56 is definitely going to be less of a problem from these barrel lengths when indoors. Alright, we're going to be on a SWAT team, so we have, for all intents and purposes, an unlimited budget. So I'm going to put a can on there on an even shorter gun. That way, the extra length of the can makes us a normal rifle length. And I've personally not done any work under nods. I'm a big fan of regular white light. So, simple, sweet. With bullets. Have ammo. So, good enough for me. We should be able to go back to the briefing room
Sergeant Hoffman,
for our first mission.
4100. Sergeant Hoffman, 4100.
This guy's new. I mean, look at him. We have 4 stars there on the collar. He's not new. And if you see Old Man Jack like this, with the kit on, you know it's real bad. And somebody's about to have a really bad day. So let's see which missions we have. Okay, so it's just the first. It's there's a lot of missions, and they're all locked behind the previous ones. So we have to complete one before getting to the next. This gas station, I hope, will be easy for me, because that's the one me and my boys usually run as like a warm-up. Like, all right, they released this new mission, we're going to go play 23 megabytes a second. Let's run the gas station as a warm-up so we can remember what buttons. Because, it's, once a month? Maybe? When we get the guys together to do some shenanigans? Anyway. The boring training is done. And now we can get to the OJT, the on-the-job training. Stay hydrated. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTube stuff, because I'm a science fiction author bringing you more books and more content than just the YouTube here. Join our Discord community that's on that screen over there, because I have a bunch of screens, because PC Master Race. I'll see you there, my friends. Party hardy.